answer. But yeah, obviously, like I said, to give them 14 points and not give them for them to score 14 points in the first quarter and then follow that with 35, 43, 33. There's obviously some drastic change. And obviously, Golden State's a very good team, championship pedigree. They have a lot to do with that, but that's something that we hope to improve upon.
Baseball type series, good for just that kind of stuff. Just adjusting and looking at film and kind of in preparation for down the road, maybe.
I think so. I think to be able to get the immediate feedback and then try to execute it and put it into real time, living color is something that we're trying to get better at. And so it'll be a good test. And again, it's not. It's against a pretty good team, pretty good base.
I'm Alperen Şengün. Let's check out my highest scores in Turkey.
Scented oils keeps your space fragrant for up to 70 days. Airwick, always fragrant, always inviting.
Hey Marty, how you doing, man? I'm on a new level.
I have a purpose. And with that obligation comes sacrifice. You get the beef Wellington and the caviar tasting plate because they're the most expensive items on the menu. You think it's that simple? Yeah, I do.
A diagnosis doesn't define you. Even ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. You've come a long way. Your path was never set in stone. So why would life with ATTR-CM define you? You have the power of choice. Truly, an oral medicine used to treat adults with ATTR-CM to reduce death and hospitalization related to heart problems. People taking the Truly were 50% less for heart issues. Tell your doctor if you're pregnant, plan to become pregnant, or are breastfeeding, and about the medications you take. The most common side effects were mild and included diarrhea and ATTR cardiac amyloidosis. Ask your cardiologist right there.
She got your location and she finna drop her. What the fuck is taking like the opera? What the fuck is RKO? Nigga, you is not a boxer who ain't got no hands. I'ma call him Waka Flocka, chop him, knock him down. He gon' think he was on no blocker. Niggas wanna kick it, but nigga, we do not play soccer. What the fuck is he? Look like overgrown Chewbacca, acting like a locker. Check him like a doctor. He's something in some flour. Block him like a owl. He's sweet and then he's sour. Wear him like a shower. Knock him down like Twin Towers. Hang him out like a towel. He's singing like Jesse Powell. The Nina go out. First you get the murder respect, then you get the power and get my chopper. I'm about to go and get my chopper. I'm about to go and get my chopper. Same father, different mother, different mother. You become a mashed potato, leave 'em smothered. It's getting cold, you gon' need a cover. I'ma call the drone, I'll leave 'em hovered. Just in SEC, I'ma leave 'em slumbered. Get this nigga trash can, his flow is dumpster. Full of Cybertruck, not H2 Hummer. When I put 'em up, it's gon' be a bummer. I'm about to go and get my chopper. I'm about to go and get my chopper. I'm about to go and get my chopper. Get your hands off the block, pussy! Yeah, pussy bitch, man. Don't get your man off the block. This ain't even true. Don't get your man off the block. Get your man off the block. Bitch, you know it's gonna be trouble. Get your man off the block. I don't need a stunt double. Get your man off the block. Get your man off the block. I don't need a stunt double. Get him back on out. Get your man off the block. Get your man off the block. You can get him back on out. Call him Sonic. Only niggas left out. All night on the block we used to hustle. And this pussy nigga sweeter than a Bravo. You had the game too long. Niggas time to shut down. When we come here, we looking like a truckload. But yet, it be looking like a busload. I'm with the piece together, nigga. I got the busload. Matter of fact, got the game in a truckload. You know the fight just ain't look like Demo. Ball like Demos. Street hoes. You come to St. Louis, bitch. You come to heroes. The way you rap, they say it's all like.
I need you to come with us.
Mornings. Cough? Congestion?
All in one and done. We can use the next kickstart.
So hard to describe just the true, genuine gratitude that I have for GCU. Just watching how GCU continues to elevate their programs and their...
Ready to lose weight? Think Wegovy.
With Wegovy, I've lost 30.
You know, it was a back and forth game all night. A lot of shots made by both teams. You know, I didn't feel like defensively to start the game. We did a good job of applying pressure. You know, credit to the Hawks. They played a great game. They had the ball moving, and they made a lot of shots. So, you know, in the NBA, it's hard if your attention to detail is not there really early in the game. You're not communicating as sharply as you need to. You get behind the curve, and then you're at the mercy of a team who moves the ball really well. You know, I thought our third quarter was tremendous to come out. The way we played defense in the third quarter, held them to 23 points. I thought after halftime we really kind of addressed some things that needed to be done, and the guys came out and did it. And ultimately tonight, our offense in the fourth quarter hurt us. Turnovers, for the most part this year, haven't hurt us in a way where they've been the reason that we lost. We had 18 live ball turnovers tonight, and that's just a hard way to play. That being said, we shot 4 from the free throw line. Okay, that's a one-off. We had 39 assists on 45 baskets. These guys are playing like a team, and I'm really proud of the way they are encouraging each other, the way that they're sticking together, the way they're fighting as a group. Tonight was just one of those nights in the NBA where you come out and you're a half step behind, and the other team catches this great rhythm, and then it's really hard to slow them down. So I give the Hawks credit. I'm really encouraged by what I'm seeing from our team, though. I think there's a bright future ahead, and this group in particular. I think the way they carry themselves, the way they're competing every night, the way they're playing as a team, is very representative of who we want to be.
That closing lineup that you had with Lowry at the 5, what do you want to see out of that? What did you see out of that? What kind of thinking behind it?
Yeah, Okongwu he'd been shooting the ball great from 3. Some of the pick and pops, they are what they are. They're over a hand, and that just is what it is. But I felt like, with the group they had out there, our best chance to slow them down was to just switch everything. It's a hard choice in that moment because Nurk gives us a lot. He gives us rebounding, he gives us screening. He had 8 assists tonight, but there's a lot. There's so much good that Nurk's doing for us, but in that moment, we're behind. I felt like giving ourselves a bunch of space, trying to play some dribble drive against all of their switching was going to be our best opportunity to create some good looks. It didn't go perfect. We had a couple turnovers. We missed a few bunnies, missed a few open ones, but in that moment, it's you're trying to just change the look totally and see if you can draw something out there in a very short stretch. I think I subbed Nurk out with 4 or something on the clock. So that was the thinking. We'll go back and watch the film and figure out what we could have done better.
Were there any themes with the turnovers that kind of stood out?
The theme is that they're live ball. I can't remember all of them. There were some that we just sort of bobbled. There's some that we dribble off our foot. There's some that we're trying to split 2 people. There's some that are passes, they get tipped. And so, I've talked with you guys before about certain turnovers just are what they are. Like passing turnovers generally don't bother me because if the intent is correct, it's hard for me to knock the guys, dribbling off your foot. Yeah, no one wants to dribble off their foot. It's like, what do you say? Hey man, don't dribble off your foot. That's unproductive for me to say. So it's the ones where we're playing in a crowd that are generally the ones that bother me. But we'll have to go back and watch them. It's just the live ball nature of them. It puts you at such a disadvantage going the other way. And so that's something we got to keep our thumb on because